Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's Sunday and we are starting with the BTC chart, top-down analysis. We are starting from the monthly as always. We had some huge manipulations last week on Friday, Black Friday it was. And let's see what's the price doing now after all those events. So on the monthly chart, what can we spot is that we are sweeping both sides of the market, the all-time highs, and we are sweeping the lows right here as well, previous month low right here and this low. So we are back into this range. Now let's go to the weekly chart. On the weekly we got a good sweep of the sell side liquidity on the lows as well, and we are respecting those, even this low with this huge wick. It's showing on the lower time frames that order flow is shifting to the bullish side, which is a good sign to see. In 8 hours it's gonna be a weekly close, and if we get a close like this is a good sign. Monthly is aligning with that, so weekly and monthly can be bullish. But on the daily time frame we got a speed bump. We also swept these lows on the daily because chart and like time and price action is fractal, so you just recycle those. But even here we got the sweeps, and now what are we looking to do is we are looking to see and observe the reactions from this fair value gap. For now this is a fair value gap that's pointing to this low, to the lower side. This is a bearish push context, it's showing to the lower side. But because weekly is respecting the lows, monthly as well, I'm expecting to see potential disrespect of this FVG, and after we flip this FVG, for example, we start to disrespect this level hardly and close above that, we can expect the all-time highs again. Because if we disrespect this FVG, we're gonna seek the liquidity that created that FVG, which is this high, which is all-time high. So now it's a waiting game. We just need to observe the reactions from this FVG. Let's go to the Ethereum chart. On the Ethereum chart we can see always monthly. Now what can we see? I marked it out, but here we have the monthly FVG as well, so bullish push context. And this is actually filled with SMT, smart money divergence. What does that mean? That means that BTC actually swept this low, and BTC and Ethereum are correlated pairs, so they're like moving in tandem. And we can look that this level was traded into, and it's showing us that Ethereum is actually stronger because it didn't sweep that low, while BTC did. So that's also a key point here. So if this is the case, we can see the respect as well in this nice form of this week. We can expect the all-time highs again, but like the most coins currently, we can see the weekly as well. We have the pivot context here, this FVG right here that was traded off of with this low towards this high, and now we sweep this low again. This is a pivot context. Now we can move higher from there as well. This is our narrative to push price higher as well with this swing low. Huge respect right here. But let's go to the daily chart. On the daily chart is basically the same scenario as BTC. We got that bearish FVG, and this is the order flow leg that's pointing to this low push context to the lower side. But monthly is bullish and weekly is bullish. We are expecting higher prices potentially. Now the same scenario like BTC, we just need to observe how we react in this level. Potentially we flip that level, we have the equal highs right here. This should be like easy target to go towards. And if we flip this high, we are seeking the swing high that created this FVG. Sorry, if we flip this FVG, I think I said it wrongly, but yeah. It's basically the same scenario as BTC, but just by the looks of current price action, we can see that Ethereum is up like 8.5%, and it's much more stronger currently, so focus is on the stronger pairs if we are going to long them. You can see the same scenario playing out on basically all altcoins. Like on the monthly and the weekly, we swept the major liquidity levels, sell side liquidity, but on the daily chart we have the opposing PDRA, that FEG that's holding us back. And firstly we need to see the flip of that level, so we don't have any bearish arguments, because we want to trade the highest probability conditions. So that's the case with the most altcoins right now. Just observe how we react from these gaps, like on all altcoins. And let's give a quick lookout on the ASTER. We need to bet on CZ. He's the richest man in crypto, so let's see what's happening. It's a new coin, so there is not much data on the centralized exchange Bybit, but let's see on the daily chart, because there is more data. So we actually swept the lowest low from the launch on the centralized exchange, and we are seeing big respect on it with this wick, like we can see here. So we are taking this as a sweep, liquidity sweep. And now what do we have here? We have the bearish FEG. It's the order flow leg that's showing us that we need to go lower. I'm also expecting this FEG to fail and to eventually seek these highs. So we also got the FEG right here, but this is the most relevant one because we are currently into them. This is too deep inside the fair value area, because if we are going lower, this FEG should push us lower. This is too deep, and this is just most likely gonna go just through that. So I'm expecting and observing actually ASTER to flip this FEG, potentially create new contexts, so we can push higher towards this high and towards the other high, which is actually right here, equal highs, and at the end to the new all-time highs and up from there. They will announce the buybacks. I think on Friday they actually announced it, 100+ million, and it started to pump. Like you can see here, we were down bad and it started to pump, and Trump news came in and we got fucked. We swept the all-time lows. So this is the key point. Now we need to see how are we gonna flip this level, if we are gonna flip it. Just observe, adapt and react, refine, analyze, and that's how you need to move. Other altcoins is basically the same scenario, so ASTER is one of the strongest ones. Now on this dip, you should look to trade the strongest ones. You can basically see the strongest one by the percentage daily. You can see which ones are the most performant ones, the strongest ones that will lead the bull market. So yeah, safe trading next week, guys. Peace. See you in the next video.